Welcome, everyone, to our in-depth exploration of a fascinating book, Building a Second Brain by Tiago Forte. This remarkable piece of work presents a unique perspective on productivity, organization, and overall life management. Tiago Forte, the author, is renowned for his exceptional insights into productivity, knowledge management, and personal development. As a recognized authority in these areas, he's shared his expertise through his blog, workshops, and of course, his seminal book, Building a Second Brain, which brings together years of research and experience in a practical, accessible format. Key point 1. Codified knowledge. Forte introduces the concept of codified knowledge, meaning transforming the information we encounter in our daily lives into a useful, easily retrievable format. It's more than merely documenting information. It's about structuring it in a way that provides the highest possible value for us in the future. Codified knowledge allows for effective information management, thus making our mental processes more efficient. Codified knowledge gives rise to a second brain, an external system for storing, processing, and retrieving information. This concept is a fundamental pillar of Forte's work. By creating an external brain, we reduce cognitive load, freeing our minds to focus on creative and complex problem-solving tasks rather than trying to remember every detail. Key point 2. Para method. Forte introduces the para method: projects, areas, resources, archives, a revolutionary system for organizing digital information. It's a dynamic approach, allowing for flexibility and adaptability, unlike static filing systems. Projects are defined by their timeline, areas require regular attention, resources are topic-related, and archives hold inactive information. The beauty of the para method is that it helps in maintaining the relevance of information. Each category has a specific purpose and scope, making information management efficient. It's designed to evolve with our changing needs and priorities, so our second brain remains updated and valuable. Key point 3. Intermediate packets. Forte proposes the idea of intermediate packets, which are chunks of information we gather during a project or task. These packets are not necessarily complete or refined. They are work-in-progress snapshots of our ideas, thoughts, and discoveries. This process acknowledges that creative work is often non-linear, allowing for adjustments and iterations. Intermediate packets can be seen as the building blocks of our projects, which can be rearranged, expanded, or shrunk as needed. This concept validates the messy, incremental process of creation, giving us the freedom to explore different paths without feeling the need to have a polished product at every step. Key point 4. Just-in-time project management. Forte introduces the principle of just-in-time project management, a lean approach to managing tasks. Instead of planning everything in detail from the start, just in case, this method focuses on taking action when it's necessary. It's about having the right information at the right time. This approach is well suited for today's fast-paced, dynamic environment. It promotes adaptability and reduces wasted effort on over-planning. The idea is not to avoid planning altogether, but to do it in a way that respects the fluid nature of knowledge work, where changes are often the rule rather than the exception. Key point 5. Progressive summarization. Progressive summarization is a technique for processing and storing information effectively. As the name suggests, it involves summarizing information in progressive stages, adding layers of insight as you revisit the material. This strategy allows for meaningful engagement with the information and facilitates recall. Forte argues that summarizing information in this progressive manner makes it easier to understand and remember the content. It not only helps to consolidate the information in our minds, but also makes it more accessible for future use. Key point 6. The capture habit. The capture habit involves systematically capturing ideas, thoughts, and information that cross our path. This habit makes sure that valuable insights aren't lost and can be accessed and used when needed. Capturing also means acknowledging the fleeting nature of ideas and the importance of recording them. Developing a capture habit fosters creativity and innovation. We often come across interesting ideas or have spontaneous thoughts that could be valuable in the future. By capturing these, we are building our personal knowledge base and ensuring we have a rich resource to draw from in our future projects or tasks. Key point 7. Digital garden. Forte introduces the idea of a digital garden, a space where ideas are cultivated over time. It's an evolution of the common conception of note-taking. Rather than being a static record, notes become a living, evolving entity where ideas are allowed to grow, cross-pollinate, and mature over time. The concept of a digital garden emphasizes the dynamic, organic nature of knowledge and ideas. It moves away from linear, hierarchical structures and embraces a more interconnected, flexible approach. It recognizes the importance of nurturing ideas and giving them time and space to develop. Key point 8. Mental compression. Forte describes mental compression as a way of making complex ideas or information more accessible and understandable. This involves distilling information to its essence, using metaphors, visual aids, or simplifying language. It's a way of packaging information that makes it easier to process, understand, and remember. Mental compression can increase efficiency and effectiveness in learning. By compressing information, we reduce cognitive load and make it easier to engage with complex ideas. This approach not only aids in understanding but also in communication, as compressed information is easier to share with others. Key point 9. Externalizing work. Externalizing work is about making the invisible visible. By documenting our thoughts, ideas, and processes, we make them tangible and actionable. Externalizing allows us to better analyze, critique, and improve our work. It also facilitates collaboration, as others can more easily understand and contribute to our thoughts and ideas. The process of externalizing work can improve both individual and team performance. It's a form of self-awareness as we make our thinking processes visible and open for introspection. It also enhances collaboration, as it allows others to understand our thoughts and ideas, providing a platform for collective problem-solving and innovation. Key point 10. Growth over perfection. The concept of growth over perfection encourages us to view progress and learning as the primary goal, rather than creating a perfect end product. It acknowledges that growth comes from trial and error, and that failure is an integral part of the learning process. It encourages us to take risks, experiment, and learn from our mistakes. Fostering a growth mindset can have profound effects on our personal and professional development. By prioritizing growth over perfection, we cultivate a love for learning and a resilience to setbacks. This approach can lead to greater creativity, productivity, and overall satisfaction in our work. In conclusion, Tiago Forte's Building a Second Brain provides a revolutionary perspective on knowledge management and productivity. By externalizing and organizing our knowledge, we can reduce cognitive load, enhance creativity, and promote a growth mindset. The idea of having a second brain may seem daunting at first, but as Forte elegantly demonstrates, it's a practical and attainable goal that can have profound effects on our personal and professional lives. Forte's work challenges us to reconsider our approach to productivity and knowledge management. He presents an adaptable, dynamic system that can evolve with our changing needs and priorities. It's not just about being more productive. It's about becoming more engaged with our work, nurturing our ideas, and fostering a growth mindset. We hope that this exploration of building a second brain has provided valuable insights and sparked curiosity to delve deeper. As we continue to navigate the ever-changing digital landscape, may we take the lessons from this book to heart, building our own second brains to enhance creativity, productivity, and personal development. Thank you for joining us in this in-depth exploration of building a second brain. Remember, building your second brain isn't a one-time event, but a continuous journey of learning and growth. Until our next discussion, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep building your second brain.